Well, what is up, guys? We are back with another loss to hand against the Hawks. Third time we've lost against the Hawks this season, and this one's unexplainable. As you can see from the stat leaders below, Lamelo Ball dropped a triple-double on us. I did say in our first matchup against the Hawks that if there's a team that he could do it against, it is us. And it didn't happen in the first game, but it's now happened in the third game. And, it was only a matter of time during the game. Corey Homicide was just, dropping hints the whole game. He's going to drop a triple-double, all this sort of stuff. And, DJ Nibble always plays well against the Hawks. 27 points, Cam Oliver 10 rebounds, Scott Machados season high 13 assists. Bigger game from Scott Machado. He really stepped up, but I just thought... I don't even know what to say. It came down to that last shot, really. A lot of fouls really dictated the way we were going to approach the game in the second half. Had a few guys in foul trouble. Their guys just were shooting hot throughout the whole game. He was shooting high 80% in the first half. We were down by 20 at one point. We ended up crawling it back to lead by 4 with a minute left, and then Lamelo Ball had that big three to tie things up. But anyway, we'll get on to the team stats. I'm sick of talking about how horrible we perform against the Hawks. But as you can see, look, they did shoot a better percentage from the field and from deep. Timmy Conrad, it seemed like he couldn't miss. He had about, 4 threes in the game. Looking at that, 114 points we get put on us. We took care of the boards. It was a pretty even matchup. Didn't allow so many offensive rebounds. Assist totals, foul totals, but of course we got the 5 extra turnovers. I think a few of them came in the fourth quarter. Not fourth quarter, overtime as well. I think there was a big point there where Crichton had an offensive board and he just went up and tried to draw the foul, but we definitely needed that extra possession and just threw it away there. And from there, that was game. So I'm just going to run through a few highlights here of the game. Look, Scott Machado did his thing. Look at that beautiful pass there to Joe. He came through and did absolutely everything he could. He lives up to the hype of the best point guard in the NBL, and I still strongly believe that just because of this game. He put the team on his back, and he carried us towards the end. As you can see here, he's through the whole game highlights. There was very, very few other highlights than of Scott Machado. As you can see here, this was through the fourth quarter when he just hit a few threes in a row. Nice step back three there. He's got actually a nice cold step back game. So deceptive and just bang. Gets that little bit of separation. It's beautiful to see, and I can only see him improve and just step up more from here because, we're losing against a team that's on the bottom of the ladder and they've only won against us. So hopefully in the future coming we can start making some better strides and be a bit more consistent. But look, of course the standout player of the game is Lamelo Ball. He had 32 points off 5 threes, 11 rebounds, 12 assists, and just picked apart our pick and roll defense. Obviously, it's a bit harder. He's like 6'6", 6'7", for our guys to sort of get across or even be fast enough to get a hand up. As you can see here, he just kicks it off from deep. Obviously, has that jump shot nice and structured now. It's not as funky or as floppy as what it was. Just taking Joe White downhill, knows that he's a bit slower. Bangs up and under around Cam Oliver. That's what I mean about the length. He's just too good to be in this league. And as you can see here, our pick and roll defense again. Majority of his points are off our pick and rolls, off and ones and off threes. This was a big three to tie the game up, to send it to overtime, which was awesome to see for fans, but heartbreaking for Taipans fans as we crawled all the way back only just to be let down by that shot there. And we moved into overtime. And it just poured on from there. As you can see, he had this highlight play. Again, just nice little hezzy to a jam. And comes down again off that little pick and roll. What are we doing? And my hands were in the air. I was screaming off of that play. But look, we got our next game against Melbourne United up in Cairns. It's going to be 6:30 Australian Eastern Standard Time, Friday the 29th of November. That's going to be in Cairns at the Convention Centre. But look, I've added in our win-loss down the bottom, 4-7, Melbourne United 7-4. We would be 7-4 if we had not lost these 3 games against the Hawks. All winnable games. All winnable games. We're a top 4 team if we win those games. We'd start to command some respect, you know. But it is what it is. We've lost 3 times against the Hawks. We couldn't get 1 win. We've got to play Melbourne United back up here. I think we can take care of it. They came up last time and we handled it pretty well. But it's when we go down there, that's when we struggle. So, I think we're yet to play a game in Melbourne's building for South East Melbourne or Melbourne United. But look, besides that, I'll talk to you guys when that game comes about. It's going to be in the next couple of days on Friday, like I said. A pre-game will come out for that one as well. But besides that, I'll go and recover. Nah, not recover, but just mentally and emotionally move on from this game, and we'll start getting into Melbourne United. Hopefully I can get down to the game and see a few people there. But besides that, I'll talk to you guys when that comes around, and always remember, go the mighty Taipans.